I was watching like one of those like Sunday morning programs last week, this past weekend actually, and they were talking about how letter writing is making a comeback, and you can actually subscribe to a service where you could like have multiple pen pals who snail mail you shit, and it got me thinking of like. You remember back in the day, and I don't know if I'm the only person who used to do this, but I know like me and my brother, we used to like do that whole shit where you like send people death threats through the mail by like cutting out paper out of the magazines.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something very wholesome. Like I thought you were
no.
I thought you were gonna say, do you remember like when we'd have pen pals in school or during the summer?
No, but we all saw.
Of course you're sending death threats.
Yeah, we got it from Serial Mom, you know, and she's like, I'm going to get you, pussy face. But I was like, it got me thinking, and please, somebody steal this idea. Like, imagine you could like sign up for a service where you get people like just sending you awful shit, like death threats and like Polaroids of their junk or like a shitty toilet through the mail, and you could sign up for it, and every month as a surprise, you know.
You just want physical media dick pics?
Not really. But how funny would that be? Like if you just have like you're paying someone to send you death threats. I mean, what is a pen pal really going to write to you about?
But I think that kind of exists. Kind of, it's probably like in the fetish lifestyle. There's like pay pigs, I think is what they're called.
Right.
But I think it kind of probably lives in like that category of yeah.
Well, you know that there's like this crazy true crime story that was never solved. You ever hear of the Circleville letter writer?
It sounds familiar. Maybe you've mentioned it before, but go ahead. Why don't you tell everyone?
So 19. Hold on, shit. Hi, welcome to Dead Air. I'm Mike.
I'm Amanda. Mike's about to tell the class about his newfound thing.
Yes. All
True crime?
you young folk into the analog era. We need one of you to do a reboot of this. He was called, or she, I don't know who this person was. Nobody does. The Circleville letter writer. So this is a little.
It sounds so old timey, but okay.
Yeah. So this occurred in Circleville, Ohio, in 1976.
Oh, it's a city.
Yeah, it's a small town, and they like basically this person would just like terrorize random people. He'd be sending anonymous letters to them, and this went on for like a decade, but like stirring the pot. Basically making shit up, like accusing people of having an affair or, warning people that the fucking, their house was going to be booby trapped and their head was going to get like Elmer Fudd, like blown off, like in some kind of like Looney Tunes style trap.
And it was just happening to people just stirring the pot. Town?
Yeah, just making this shit up.
Just in Circleville?
Yeah.
It sounds like a made up place.
It's real. And come to think of it, we gotta do an episode eventually for Fear Archive.
It feels
it's
like
assassination. It's Assassination
like a
Nation
show, like Lazy Town. I don't know if you know that one, but it's
Circleville. Yeah.
Well, can I tell you a fun fact about Circleville, Ohio?
Sure.
They have the world's largest pumpkin water tower.
Oh shit! That's wild.
It's literally a water tower that looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Do you think they have pumpkin? Why are they called that?
Why aren't they called fucking
Pumpkinville,
right? Or Halloween Town? I don't know. What I do know is we need you to come back, Circleville letter writer. I hope I hope they're probably up there with like what's his name?
Google thinks
Danny
I want to go
LaPlante,
there.
The other guy who's going to come out and kill me. What's his name?
I don't know. They
Bateson.
all want to get you.
Paul Bateson.
I know.
Circleville letter writer. Come on, write us some fan mail, man.
Google's telling me it's suggesting places to eat, places to stay. Goodwin's Family Restaurant. Shout out. It looks like it could be good. So maybe we should do
have
the
it in
live
the name.
episode. I know. That's gonna start suggesting me flights tomorrow. I'm gonna get bills.
So
what have you watched this week? Anything?
So I went to the upstate New York premiere of Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma by Jane Schoenbrunn. I enjoyed it. I think it's a great film. I'm excited that is going to be getting a wide release in a couple weeks. Yeah, and they had so I don't want to give too much away about the movie, but the killer within the movies, the Miasma franchise, his name is Little Death. And yeah, the killer wears like an air conditioning, like not air conditioning, I guess it's like a ventilation thing. But they gave out these cool little trading cards to to plug the movie. So I thought it was fun. Felt
Love
like
a little merch moment. Is it like a baseball card or you haven't opened it?
I'm not going to open it. I'm going to open Melissa's pack because she could.
Are you going to open it on camera right now? Are we doing unboxing?
No. Okay. Why should we?
We could save it for Patreon.
Yeah. You want to see me open this pack of fucking cards? Yes. Subscribe to our Patreon. It's actually, so I will argue. And again, I don't want to give too much away on this. Everyone's incredible in the movie. Hannah Einbinder. Am I saying it right? Einbinder?
I love her.
Einbinder. Yeah. And Gillian Anderson.
Love her.
And there's so many like neat little cameos. I think the guy's name is...
Do they kiss?
I can't tell you. You got to see the movie.
Come on.
It's a really interesting film. It's not really a horror movie. There are the horror elements, but I would say it's definitely got more of like a Charlie Kaufman by way of David Lynch kind of feel. And if you like Schoenbrun's other stuff, you'll like this too.
Right.
Wildly different, but similar. Like it's definitely they've got a style and a specific look, and I love that. So it was a lot of fun, and they did it in this old theater.
1 out of 10.
I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Okay. You know, nothing's perfect, right? But really cool, and you know, I am excited to see it again. So go check out Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
So you're saying it was at a small theater in Woodstock?
Yes, no, a small theater in Catskill, New York. 400 people, and it was just really cool. It had the theater itself reminded me of, remember the Babylon movie theater? You know how it was kind of had that one.
Now a playhouse, I believe.
Yeah. It had that. It has that very opulent feeling, like what would be considered opulent and grand, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're a non-for-profit, so
That's nice.
They're restoring. Seems like it's an ongoing project. They have a neat little shop attached to the theater that's a video store. So, Catskill Community Theater, shout out.
I love old theaters. I think that's one of my favorite things about LA is how many old theaters and event spaces there are, and seeing them and seeing just like the ornate details inside.
They're really probably haunted as fuck too.
Oh yeah. You know it.
Like old-timey ghosts from a time when everyone had a transatlantic accent.
The stagehand Edgar, he haunts the halls.
His mistress did him in with a lime Ricky with cyanide in it. I don't know what a lime Ricky is. It sounds dirty, but I know it's probably like a non-alcoholic drink that they drank during Prohibition. I'm really giving this more thought.
It's okay.
I don't know.
I like it.
So,
so one thing I watched, because I didn't mention this the past week and a half, but we met. It was Shark Week. Lots of shark stuff came out. I watched The Devil's Mouth.
What's that?
It's a movie
about let me guess, a shark.
Yes.
Am I close?
You're close.
Well, where can we find this, and honestly, what's it like?
Let's see. I like, it's a Prime movie. It's on Amazon Prime. It has a lot of people you might recognize from other things. Catherine Newton, Lena Condor, Gavin Casalango, Tommy Rose, Nico Hirega. It also had the security guard. I'm going to butcher his name, but I'm going to try. He was the security guard in the last season of White Lotus. Tammy Tappan Timathong.
I don't want to give any White Lotus spoilers. Is he the guy that
he's a security one of the main
he has the main piece in the last episode?
I mean, he's in every
I don't want to give spoiler. I mean,
he's
everyone's probably
seen the show. He's the security guard that works the front gate.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know.
Okay.
There's a couple. There were like a couple.
Yeah, but he was like the guy who let the
he has a big part in the ending of the season.
Yeah. I mean, he's the story.
He's
cool. Story along. He was the they were on vacation. These Americans all on vacation, and they decide to go on this cave dive. They're just snorkeling through, though. They don't have dive equipment. And he's the tour guide for the cave. And he's like, we shouldn't keep going. And obviously the one girl's like, we should go! Because it's like a bioluminescent moment. And then the shark just eats everyone. Sorry, spoiler. I mean,
Good for the shark, man. I love a movie where the underdog wins.
No, the shark.
Under shark.
The shark is like a shark that can go from salt water to fresh water, and it's very aggressive. And it's like, well, maybe you should preface this before they go in. I don't know.
Maybe he's a thought form energy ghost, in our entity episode, and it's not really a shark. It's some kind of
probably. I mean, I was just watching it. I watched it with Peter, and I'm just like, they're all so why are you all so stupid? What do you what? Young and dumb, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was it was a movie. Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to see Ice Cream Man on Thursday. Peter and I are going to the premiere. Excited for that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Excited to see what Eli has up his sleeves with this one. It's a remake, in case no one knows that.
I did not know that. What is it a remake of? No. Is this so? Wait, the Clint Howard one, the one from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
No shit. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything about the Clint Howard one except Clint Howard, because he's you don't forget Clint Howard's face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's cool. I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure it's a remake. Yeah.
I know he said he wanted to make it the goriest movie he ever made in his career. I know he's come out recently to say that. And it looks ridiculous. The trailer, it reminds me of the good old fashioned Killer Kid movies of the 70s and 80s. I think there was one that Troma released called Beware the Children, or Beware Children at Play. And I remember that one being pretty wild. But I don't know. Fun fact, that is one of my favorite genres of horror, the Killer Kid subgenre. Children of the Corn, I think, is still one of the scariest movies ever made, although I know people don't like that movie. I think there's just something there's something so creepy about children doing horrible things like that, although they kind of do that now in the real world.
They just naturally do it too, though.
Yeah.
But I can't say the creepiest things. I'm not gonna say I live, but I really enjoy the TikToks that I see where the parents have their kids saying that shit crazy stuff, where it makes it seem like it's from a past life. Have you seen those?
I have not, but I do have a creepy.
It's crazy. What have your kids said? Please tell me. I live for it.
So my daughter, God, when was this? This is probably during the dead of winter, and we had a pretty snowy winter in New York this year. And my daughter just started talking about this old grandma that lives in the backyard. And I'm like, what do you mean, this old grandma that lives in the backyard? Nope. But yeah, that never came up again. But I just remember hearing about it when I was alone with the kids that day, and I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Did you text your wife?
I've told her about it.
I would have been like,
Yeah, no, that was freaky. The imaginary friend thing. I mean, did you have an imaginary friend when you were a kid?
I don't remember. I don't know. I have to ask my parents.
I don't remember
Did
them,
you?
but yeah, apparently my mother says I did. I don't remember it.
I'd imagine you would.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
seem like
just
one of
think
those. No.
I blocked it out. It was a traumatizing thought form, energy ghost version of me. I'm just going to keep saying that. It's been a while since I said I wanted to get into an old-timey boxing match with Carrie Gaynor. Carrie, I want to enlist you now. Now we can be friends because I want to punch you in the butt. I don't care. I have nothing against you, Carrie Gaynor. I don't care. Where we get. So I have a creepy story. I have so many creepy. The news has been
It's been
unsettling.
Weird lately. Yeah, I don't like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one comes from Puerto Rico, actually. And I have two follow-up creepy stories that I actually experienced over the time that I've been in Puerto Rico. So I used to go to Puerto Rico quite frequently. It's a beautiful place. Been all over it. And I stayed close to where the story occurred. So this is called the Howler. And that's no shit. The name that the newspaper is dubbing this fiend who may have done this. So this comes from the New York Post, and the headline goes, Ohio native Tyler Wilkin gunned down execution style while camping on Puerto Rico beach as pal reveal a final text message about the Howler. Ugh. So an Ohio man living in Puerto Rico was gunned down execution style while camping by himself at a remote beach on the Caribbean island. As a friend said, he'd complained about a man called the Howler in his final messages to them. Tyler Wilkin was discovered shot to death near the forest-isolated Playa La Selva. I'm going to say that again. Playa La Selva in the northeast corner of the island at around 6 a.m. on July 10th when a beachgoer was on their morning walk. So the 35-year-old suffered a single gunshot wound to the back of the head, while local police believe he was shot at close range in an execution-style slaying. Now, Wilkin was dropped off at the remote campsite by his girlfriend on July 8th, where he stayed for 2 days before he made eerie complaints about an individual nicknamed the Howler causing trouble during his stay. So the unidentified man, the Howler, had been lighting fireworks near Wilkin's campsite and howling like a wolf. The Howler's back, Wilkin wrote in a message to a friend the night he was killed. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that fucking nuts? And I look at the beach. I've stayed by here. So this is close to, if anyone is familiar with the layout of Puerto Rico. I mean, I know you've been to Puerto Rico. You and Peter have been there before. So this place is near Fajardo. Do you know where Fajardo is? Like,
is it the west or the eastern?
The eastern part by like Luquillo Beach. Yeah. So it's by the rainforest sort of too, like over on that end it's by Bioluminescent Bay. It's just south of there.
Yeah, that's where we stayed.
Yeah. They'll probably never find this guy.
Rainforest. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you had a howl? What's your howl?
Oh. Ow, ow.
Not the double. Ow, ow.
What do you think this guy's howl sounded like? Like the Howler? Because it really just the fact that they fucking named him that.
Imagine it's just yoo-hoo.
It's like, hello. Ow.
I mean, I have little dogs, so my howl is just like, oh.
So, this story, I read this and, all laughter aside, it's hilarious. His name is the Howler. It's also kind of spooky. Like, it feels like an old school boogeyman nickname in a horror movie from the 80s.
all jokes aside, if you really think of like an insane person howling, it's probably really fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the time I told you about the psych ward when we got locked in there and they were like, we're going to lock you in here. And it was like, what the fuck? It's already like the creepiest situation you could be in. And then you add in the like, you know, quintessential howl or like manic laughter. It's like, I need to get out.
Yeah. And that would be like
situation.
Like,
and camping nonetheless.
I know, by yourself too. It's like, I know people love to do it. I know that's a thing, camping by yourself, but like, seriously, this is like one of those situations where like, okay, eat the fact that the trip might not be worth staying because you got a lunatic hiding very close by, fucking with you. And he was like throwing fireworks at him too. Like he was showing some sort of like kind of menacing, aggressive behavior. You know,
it's very like it's giving territorial, like a fucking dog and howling.
Yeah, and you know there are neighborhoods over there that are like it's middle of nowhere kind of stuff.
Oh, I know, because when we were staying at a resort that was like up north.
Yeah,
we used points to stay there. Like whatever.
No, but you're very you were. I know exactly where you stayed. I remember it's a really nice.
Regis. And not to sound fancy, but we used all points to do it, so it's But anyway, so we drove south to get to El Yunque from there.
Yeah.
To rainforest, and the neighborhoods we were driving through, it was very desolate. Like there was like nothing there. Yeah. I mean, there was like cattle walking in the road. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many people who are listening have actually been to Puerto Rico, but there's a lot of areas that are very undeveloped, like not very city-like, you know. But there are other areas where it's a city and it's thriving, and there's restaurants and shops.
Yeah,
and homes
I imagine the Howler for some reason. I imagine him being someone like Jason Voorhees. That's what I'm picturing. I'm imagining
him on the fucking zip line going. I begged Peter. I'm like, do the zip line. I've never done a zip line in my life. I'm afraid of heights, but for some reason, I'm really attracted to the idea of zip lining, even though I'd probably shit myself because it's really high and going really
shit
fast.
lining.
I've never zip lined before, and I still want to, but I was just picturing him on the zip line that I was like terrorizing Peter to possibly do. He was like, I don't know, do we trust it? I'm like, I don't know if this is how I die on the zip line. I mean,
so I actually have a story related to the area by where that hotel is, the what is it, the Regis, the St.
Regis.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's still there, but anyway,
the first time I went to Puerto Rico, we got in we got driven out to the bioluminescent bay out there in Fajardo.
Yeah, it's right.
And
out there,
we jumped into like a hotel van that was picking people up at various different hotels. And this was our first time there. We were young, we were drunk, and we were getting back from the bioluminescent bay, and we passed that hotel. And I remember there being like a power line field almost, or like a field. Yeah. And I saw this thing. It was humanoid. That's the only way I could describe it. And it was about the size of a raccoon. And I was joking. It was like,
small.
But it was humanoid. Like it had like hands. I saw its little hands, and it had a little head and had a tail. And
Jimothy.
I go, oh.
It was Jimothy.
Right? No, it wasn't a raccoon though. It was about the size of a raccoon. And I said to the guy, I was joking, and I was wasted. And I was like, hey, I just saw a monkey there. And he looks at me and he goes, my friend, there are no monkeys in Puerto Rico. He goes, you saw El Chupacabra.
Stop.
And I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, Chupacabra is part of Mexican folklore. No, there's a Puerto Rican Chupacabra. Yeah. El Chupacabra. So this one, he came straight out of the mid-90s, though. They didn't start seeing him in Puerto Rico till 1995. And you want to know the fucked up thing? Before they dubbed him the Chupacabra, do you know what his name was?
Mike Assip.
No. Carlos Mencia.
That was his name?
No. His name? No, he was called the Vampire of Mocha. They thought they had a vampire. There's a lot of lore with vampires in Puerto Rico. But I still don't know what I saw. The guy yelled at me. He said there were no monkeys in Puerto Rico, and I swore it looked.
You fucking idiot.
He also told me. He also said in the same conversation, I was like, "How many poisonous snakes do you have on Puerto Rico?" And he goes, "We have no poisonous snakes in Puerto Rico because of the mongoose." And I'm like, "What?" So apparently they did have poisonous snakes in Puerto Rico like 100 years ago or 100 years before that. So they brought in all these fucking mongoose that like ate all the snakes. So they have a mongoose problem in Puerto Rico.
It reminds me of like, do you remember that It's Always Sunny episode where there was like, Charlie kept putting cats on the walls because they get the bird?
Oh, cats. Fuck. You just reminded I didn't see anything. So the other Puerto Rico story is recently, the last time I actually went away anywhere. So this was April 2023. And we rented a space in what's that the big one? Rincon, right? Like the big like surfing
like
spot.
Yeah.
And we Airbnb'd a house, like a tiny house. And it had a private like bay kind of area.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful. And we're swimming and I feel something. And I reach down and I pull it up and it's fucking teeth. Like someone's teeth.
Like dentures?
I screamed and threw it, but probably. But it was freaky.
That's so gross.
I was like, did someone
That's so disgusting. You're just holding them in your hand?
Yeah, and I'm like, ah! I thought
full of teeth?
Yeah, come to think about it, it doesn't necessarily it's the howling. That's why he's howling. He's like,
all he can do is shoot up fireworks.
All I can do is shoot up fireworks and shoot people execution
he's actually
style.
Smoke signals up to the air and communicate.
Oh man! Yeah, come to think of it, it probably wasn't anything that nefarious with the teeth. It was probably someone fucking throwing up from drinking so much.
So gross.
My father-in-law, R.I.P., but he had full-on dentures, and something similar happened to him with throwing up and losing them. And he threw up so hard, the teeth went down the toilet and he flushed them down the toilet. So this is when we were still living with them. This is years ago. It was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need you to help me to move the toilet. So we had to unseam the toilet and move the toilet. And he reached into the pipe and pulled his dentures out and they were covered in shit. And he washed them off and they eventually went back in his mouth. There's a will, there's a way. But yeah. So I guess you can throw up so hard that your teeth fall out.
Right? Was that his name?
Frank? Yeah, Frank. Yeah. Rest in peace, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my Puerto Rican odyssey. To be fair, I think I made that creepy. I did that thing again, kind of like with the Tom Cruise guy last week.
I mean, you're notorious for it. Your mind just goes to the worst place. But
I'm like, someone got murdered, and these are their teeth.
Speaking of murder,
something just a guy drank a bottle of rum and threw his teeth. I'm sorry?
No, I said speaking of murder. Another thing I did watch this week was there's a new Netflix doc on the college student murders in Idaho.
Right. I
watched it.
Have to add that to the list. How was it?
I watched it. Sad,
Yeah.
It gives a picture of the whole thing, and I think the one thing that it shows is the emotion behind it, because I think it's it's easy to say oh, 4 college students were murdered and you're just bundling it up into 4, but
right.
They're both individual people with their own life and families, and 2 of them were dating, and yeah, I don't know, it was just it was really sad, to be quite honest. And I don't know, I think one thing that I was really happy to hear was that when the city PD came and was looking at what had happened, one of the officers immediately was like, I need to go call the state police because we're in over our heads on this. Like, I don't know. We never dealt with something like this. So I was kind of happy to hear that they like immediately weren't trying to just, do it on their own, like Fargo style.
Right.
And they're like, no, let's bring in the, state police. And then eventually the FBI did get involved because,
the sheer, what was it, like just the sheer brutality, I guess, or the fact
I think
that
it was that
Kohlberger crossed state lines to do it?
Yes. Well, yes. And he also had traveled to his like parents' house in Pennsylvania or something. So I think there was like a bunch of like state line situations to consider it to be like federal to get help. But yeah, overall just kind of sad. I feel like I didn't learn any new information about the actual case itself, but I did learn a lot about the victims and their families and just kind of like the loss of life. I think it was a nice reflection because I think, on the podcast and just in general, like, true crime is so popular and in this, spotlight. And a lot of times we talk about all of these crimes and deaths very, I don't want to say flippantly, but like, we just talk about it. And I think it's nice to take a beat and just like think about the victims and their families and just give respect to them. So yeah.
And I know that there was a lot of controversy with the crime scene documents being released. Was this like 6 months ago, somewhere around then? But I think they were able to block it. They were able to block it.
I think
it didn't happen.
It's because he took a plea deal and he just like did it. And
so
I think that was the most upsetting thing for the families was like, there's no why he decided to take a plea deal,
right?
And just admit guilt to it. And
was that how they were able to stop publishing of the images? There was something with like
possibly. I'm not sure. They didn't talk about.
I just know that the family, they stopped. They were like, this is not good for the families, and somehow it stopped.
Yeah, and like,
but with Kohlberger, he's back in the news though. So that was going to be my follow-up question to you.
Yeah,
he's saying he didn't do it. He's saying he's essentially alluding to the fact that there's some type of conspiracy behind this murder or murders. I'm sorry.
But then why would you take a plea deal?
Or maybe it's not him. Hold on. I didn't really, I saw it in passing today.
Mm-hmm.
I in passing saw this today. I think it's his sister is getting involved. Professing his innocence. I need to read more on this.
Okay.
But
I would love to hear that because everything kind of points to him, like everything
that he did it. Yeah,
everything the police were finding and connecting it. I mean, they had DNA, so it's just kind of like, well, how did because they found the knife sheath in one of the bedrooms, and it had blood on it, and the blood was connected to his DNA. So it's kind of like, even if so, then how did that like even get into the house? If it wasn't him. And, he did plead guilty. So I'm going to talk about this in the sense of he did do it. I just wonder if he's like if he would have been a serial killer.
Well, do you know he just retracted? So do you know the big thing with the guilty plea is on July 27th, he retracted his guilty plea. He retracted his guilty plea. So this is from Newsweek. So in a dramatic shift, in a dramatic shift from his formal admission of guilt, Brian Kohlberger has publicly declared his intention to retract his guilty plea in the 2022 slayings of 4 University of Idaho students. And this is straight from Kohlberger. In a statement released on July 26th, Kohlberger asserted his actual innocence, alleging that his guilty plea was hinged on false promises and blatant disinformation, claiming that justice was not served and describing the prosecution's case as and this is quote, this is straight from the horse's mouth, a myopic narrative work of fiction. That's something he'd say he'd say myopic. That's a Kohlberger word. But yeah, he welcomes a full trial and is even prepared to face the death penalty once again. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. I think that's disappointing because I know how the family is just like want to move on and not have to relive everything and like, but I don't know.
Now they're going to have to see that shit because they're going to have to, if they go to trial.
Well, what happens in this situation? So he can retract and ask for a trial.
Yeah, so this is the last little addendum to the article. So the sudden declaration comes roughly a year after Kohlberger agreed to 4 consecutive life sentences without parole to avoid capital punishment. However, translating a post-sentencing statement into an actual vacated conviction presents an extraordinary steep legal hurdle under Idaho law. So I wonder if that means that he can't do it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
What is it called when you want to like
an appeal?
Yeah.
An appeal, yeah.
Appeal?
No, I think he's straight up saying that like he's recanting what he agreed to or what he said.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, seriously. It's horrible. You already hurt these families once forever by taking their children away from them and their brothers and their sisters. And
do you remember what the sister said? The one sister said?
No.
In the sentencing a statement, you know, you get to say the victim's family get to say statements. She was calling him like a loser and like all these just like, it was like she fucking ate with what she said. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And she's just like, you're a loser. You have nothing. This is what your life is like. I'm sure he thinks about like every day.
Oh, it's like he's like pulling on his ugly tiny Kohlberger.
So I just it's just
I think
interesting.
You mean it like it hurts him. I was thinking that this motherfucker thinks about it every day and relishes in the fact that he was able to do this. And
well, I think that, but I think he thinks about what she was saying.
Oh, you think like it affected him?
Oh, I mean,
yeah,
probably, yeah.
I think he's got to be in protective custody, right? I'm sure people want to murder him daily.
But like he was studying criminology and stuff in school, and like he was a TA, and like so it's like he knew what he was doing.
Oh, totally. And to be fair, not to connect this to a horror movie because I'm sure this had nothing to do with it, but did you ever see the movie Starry Eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the ending of Starry Eyes where the girl walks past her when she's murdering all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, Kevin and Dennis. I do love that movie. But yeah, it is oddly similar, though. And Starry Eyes came out first. No, because the friend walked past him and he was like covered in blood, right? Like she walked past him in the house. The survivor, because there was a survivor.
I don't think she walked past. I think he walked past. She saw and she shut the door. And then she was texting the other roommate. But
it's crazy that you said that this guy was studying to be a criminologist.
Yeah, I think he was like a TA and shit. Like, he like, was going to school for it.
Do you think like he was trying to do like a Ted Bundy with the sorority house? I mean, it wasn't a sorority house; it was an off-campus housing. But like, do you think he was like? Do you think these people like to pay homage? He's like, I'm paying homage to Ted.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what's fucked up though? They tore the house down, and the case wasn't even like done yet.
So I wonder if that's part of Kohlberger's argument that there's something.
Well, if they go to trial, it sucks because that's all they have now.
Right.
Everything that was in the house, it's like they could have bagged everything, but I guess because the case was like,
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean,
let's not that's
a big one. I wonder if this is going to actually happen. I wonder. Can
I tell you about something I've been seeing on TikTok?
Go for it. What have you been
like
seeing?
I'm on like such weird sides of TikTok.
No.
So TikTok has decided that the zombie apocalypse has started.
Okay. How like is it like people like this is ironic and funny, or this is real? They're really
no, like
trying
people
to
that think
fear.
real. So like, I think it's like fear mongering, but alleged
Bath
sightings.
salts involved.
Alleged sightings in Nottingham, England, a Walmart biting incident in Tennessee, reports in Philadelphia, Alabama, and people are calling them clickers. Like The Last of Us. But nothing's like confirmed, obviously, because it's zombies, and it's not like the CDC or like the government has issuing any statements.
Do you think it's like a promotional stunt for the Resident Evil movie coming out?
I don't know. I mean,
That'd be
maybe.
cool.
But I feel like it's like every few years the internet like collectively decides the apocalypse is starting.
The zombie apocalypse, though, or just the apocalypse?
Just in general, just an apocalypse, and it's like every time has like it's like a specific flavor, like it's like reflecting like what we're most afraid of in the moment.
Remember Y2K? We lived through Y2K.
Yeah, but even like 2020, I mean, we had a virus in there, and now it's like people biting each other. So it's like I feel like it's like this like connective tissue narrative that people are trying to,
literally.
Yeah, and it's like
eating tissue, right?
And like you're saying, it's like the content isn't the story. It's like the panic that's trying to be ensued, right?
Do you think the Howler is part of it? Do you think he's a zombie?
Oh! Everyone's gonna hate this episode. Screaming into their fucking ears.
Well, at least we didn't talk about the Dollar Tree Gooners, and I feel like every podcast has covered that already. But that's a pretty disgusting. That's a pretty disgusting story. If you want to look that one up.
Did you see that they're releasing X-File Lego sets?
I did. I did. Hey, that's the second Gillian Anderson reference in this episode.
It is. I love Gillian.
She's so good in that movie. She plays, her character's name is Billy Presley. She's an old movie star. But yeah, Gillian Anderson's awesome. And, they're going to, speaking of X-Files, though, that X-Files reboot might become a feature.
Oh, really?
So Coogler was asking if they can make it a feature. Now, I don't know if that is on top of what they filmed for the series, because I know they filmed like a season.
Maybe they're doing like the series and then like a movie to like accompany
right.
it.
Hey, I'm all for it. And apparently it's not like a reboot. Like it's like one of those soft reboots, but it exists in the world of the X-Files, which I think is awesome. And I can only imagine.
Do you think there'll be new agents, like younger agents?
There are. I'm pretty sure there are. Okay. I think it's.
I honestly have like tried to not read anything about it because I want it to all just be like a nice surprise. But I know you probably deep dove. So
no. There's actually not a tremendous amount of info, and I do think that stuff that is out there, I think, is deliberate misdirect, which they were really good at doing with the original X-Files when people were like, especially when they were looking for spoilers on the movie. But then eventually the National Enquirer leaked the whole synopsis of the X-Files movie a year before it came out. And I remember reading it. Yeah, but I remember reading it and I was like, oh, this is probably not real. This magazine's bullshit. I don't know. I was in like 7th or 8th grade when that came out.
Well, because it's always like world's tiniest elephant, and it's like
the size
of a thimble.
And that's like, this is the entire plot for the X-Files movie. And it ended up being true. Oh, man. If anyone has a scan of that, please drop it in our DMs. I want to reread that so bad. I remember it was written so badly. Now we'd say it was written by AI. No, this was written by a human who was probably drunk and maybe coked out of their mind.
But you know what? They probably paid a lot. They probably paid money to get the leak.
Could you imagine like going to all right, I'm going to go off on a tangent here.
Do it.
Because Weekly World News, National Enquirer, Sun, they were all owned by the same place, probably the same office. Could you imagine fucking working in the office for the Weekly World News? That's like that meme about the Unsolved Mysteries call center. Like, I wish I worked here. Dude, imagine you work with Batboy.
Boy. You just unlocked a memory for me of Bat Boy.
Bat Boy, they killed him off. He came back. He was apparently the president at one point. I don't know. That damn Bat Boy. They made a musical about him, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Bat Boy the musical. It was real. Shit.
Where can we watch it?
Musical by Brian Fleming and Keith Farley. Bat Boy the musical.
Oh, I see it.
Wow, Bat Boy the musical is first performance. Oh, this is a long time ago. First performance was October 31st, 1997.
Halloween.
Yeah, but Bat Boy. Jeez. Bat Boy.
What you gonna do?
For my audience who doesn't know who Bat Boy was, it literally was a Bat Boy. So Bat Boy, and this is from the Wikipedia, Bat Boy is a fictional character who made numerous appearances in the American supermarket tabloid Weekly World News, beginning with a front page story in 1992. And Bat Boy basically looks like a child with a really big elongated head and pointy ears and vampire teeth. Yeah. He was created by a guy named Dick Culpa. A picture of Dick Culpa is he's signing an autograph with a sailor hat on.
It sounds like a caricature.
Oh, he died too. I'm sorry. He died January 3rd, 2021.
Well, I mean, he was probably old.
67.
No, that's not too old.
No. But he also was known for his illustrations in Cracked magazine, which I was just thinking about the other day. You ever read Cracked? Remember that? Cracked was like the more vulgar Mad magazine. It was this, I think, same people.
It was. Yeah.
Seymour, you know how Mad had Alfred E. Newman. I think Cracked had Seymour, and he was a janitor. Memory serves me correctly.
I miss old kooky magazines.
Me too.
I was just saying, like, this is not crazy or scary, but highlights magazines when I was a kid, like, I would die for a fucking adult highlights. Give me a magazine. Give me, like, a magazine with some puzzles, a little art. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Physical media. This is what I'm talking about. This is what you're saying.
It's coming back. Know? It's making a comeback.
I think we yearn for... What is that? Oh, the cards.
The cards. Yeah.
I know.
Well, I flyered for our podcast at that
so
that
if
show.
Anyone's here from that.
Thank you. Yeah. You're all very nice. I don't think I saw anyone throw
Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah. They didn't throw anything on the floor.
Good. I was hoping they wouldn't.
Yeah. Back in the day when I used to flyer at shows, literally there'd be people who you'd hand them a flyer and they'd throw it on the floor. I'll never forget. I don't know if he listens. He might listen. I used to book shows with my friend Charlie, and we used to go all over the place to flyer. Like it was part of the thing. We really didn't have any means via social media. I mean, that really wasn't a thing yet. I think MySpace was just starting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you used to have to go type up a flyer or hand draw a flyer for your show that you were booking or playing and go to Office Max or Staples and make a whole bunch of photocopies and say you only made 10 and then pay 10 cents. No, now they make you pay first, but back in the day you could do that. Yeah. So I just remember this one time that Charlie gave my brother like a stack of like 500 like cards. They were like on good card stock to promote a show.
Yeah.
And we were driving around. This is like Lindenhurst or West Babylon, like that border part of the town.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, "Fuck this," and he threw them out of my window, and they went all over some guy's lawn. So Charlie goes, "Oh, how was flyering?" We're like, "Oh, we got him. We put him, everything. We got him everywhere." And he's like, "Yeah, I know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you know?" He's like, "The guy called me whose lawn you threw them all over." So I forgot his number. His number was on the flyer. In case he had questions about the show. But yeah. But kids love. I didn't see any of that. So where I'm going with this is I didn't see any of that. So
Great.
it seems like people
Love
seem
it.
interested in tangible things.
Love it.
Yeah.
We haven't done this in the past few episodes, and it's our fault. But do you have any shout outs?
You know what? I want to shout out the Catskill Community Theater. You guys rule.
Hi. Shout out. I want to shout out my bestie Simone for being our first Patreon subscriber. Shout out Simone.
Shout out. Thank you, Simone.
Thanks, Simone. And then I want to shout out someone left a comment saying happy birthday to me on Spotify.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and please throw all your comments at us. Talk to us. We'll like engage with you.
We talk back.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
But anyway, any final thoughts?
Watch out for the Howler, man.